All right, today I'm going to talk about two things: batteries and bike lights, and how these things are so well interrelated. I mean, so much of the cost of a bike light is the battery. So first off, this is a beautiful Silver King bike light. Yes, this is literally a bike light from the turn of the century, about 1900. It's a kerosene-based bike light, which, as you can see inside there perhaps, is there's still the wick in there. Bought this at a swap meet or something in England a long time ago and held on to it. You can go ahead and fill up the kerosene here, and you attach it to your bike here, and there's this little spring mechanism so that it hangs out on your bike like that. Pretty cool, huh? So I figured I'd start out the video by just showing off some cool antique. All right, so in addition to that, right, I think bike lights have moved along a lot since then, but you know, there's a lot to know. So this is a commuter style urban Light in Motion. Light in Motion is the brand. Urban 800 series light. These are phenomenal. This is my favorite light. I've had it for years. It's lasted super well as well, which is just a dream to use. You could just put it on, take it off. You can do heavy, hardcore mountain biking with this thing. It won't fall off, and it's bright as you wouldn't believe. So great stuff. I definitely recommend this light. I also have another one of these, and this is the 550, 650, I can't even read it, 650. Yeah, 650 Urban Light in Motion light. And just a step down, the red here around the lens indicates that this is a fast charging model, meaning that this can charge in like less than 2 hours, whereas this one takes quite a lot longer. I think it probably charges at about 375 milliamps to maybe 500 milliamps, and it takes about 6 hours, maybe longer, to do a full charge. So what's in here? Well, these are your standard 18650 batteries, which, if I remember correctly, are 186 millimeters by 50 millimeters or something like that, and that's why it's called an 18650. So these cells are pretty frequently put into all kinds of batteries, and you'll notice that I said cells inside batteries because cells are parts of batteries. Cells are not batteries, and I'll try to use the correct terminology moving forward here. So this surprisingly has a form factor that looks like it probably has an 18650 cell inside of it. Now, a cell is a battery if there's only one cell. So the 18650 in here is a battery. So these are the best lights I own. They're also the most expensive lights I own at, I think, about $175, $150, $125. So, you know, I really hope nobody knows how expensive these are and decide to pull them off the front of my bike someday. But we'll just leave those off to the side. Now, I also have other bike lights that I bought that are a lot cheaper, and they're these kind of $30 Amazon lights, and these are pretty straightforward. You'll see you got a little thing you use to kind of wrap around your bike handlebar or a helmet mount or something. This one is a wide beam light. It has 4 small LEDs on here, cob or chip on board LEDs. You might hear LED cob pretty frequently. And so it sends out a pretty wide beam of light. So not the greatest if you need to just have a focused point of light, which is mostly why I use it in conjunction with this one right here. So this one has 1 LED cob inside a reflector dish, and this one here is a very focused beam going straight to where you are. So I like to mount this on my helmet, and I like to have this following my head wherever I go, wherever I'm looking, to get the best kind of beam to it. So these are great, and they're cheap. They're $30, right? But why were they so cheap, right? Well, that's because they came with this battery pack right here. Now this battery pack right here, if you'll notice, hey, look, oh wow, look at that. It might have an 18650. Oh, it might have 1, 2, 3, 4 18650s inside there. Amazing, right? Yeah, so this has 4 of these little pinky ones. No generic, no name brand stuff here. These are not the ones going into the high-end Teslas. These are the ones going into your cheapy Amazon, Chinesium electronics. And, you know, it's fine, you know. But the problem is that these things fail. But they're not necessarily failing because they're cheap. They're not as snazzy as these Sun Labs, right? Ooh. They are, as you can see, I've already deconstructed and taken apart one of these here. And let me just kind of adjust my focus real fast. There we go. That might be better, yeah. So as you can see here, this is a charge controller board. This is a pretty standard chip. I forget, and I can't really get close enough there to see the number on it. But this is your standard battery charger controller. And what this does is it just essentially makes sure that these things don't blow up. It doesn't worry too much about the quality of the charging that's occurring. So it's just pumping energy into all 4 of those batteries. And one battery may be stronger and take up more juice and be okay with it, and one may not and get weaker and die faster. And that's usually the cause of the problem with these cheapo 18650 battery packs that you're seeing on Amazon. The other possibility is they're just garbage. You just got bad batteries. Well, so what do you do if you bought, say, in general, a decent light? This is a good light. I'm not downing. I mean, it's really easy to make a light like this, right? You know, you don't need a super awesome light. You don't need a lot to make a super awesome light. When you're paying $900 for a mountain bike battery light, mountain bike light with a big battery, you're paying for that battery. You're not paying for this for the most part. So, well, as you can see here, the main problem with these cheapo lights is the battery. So how hard is it to maybe get better power out of this? Well, not hard at all, because you can go on eBay and buy these. And as you can see, it's got a place to put straps, so you can strap it on wherever. And it's got a removable top, and it's got LED lights there. And this is a 18650 battery pack that you can put your own 18650 batteries in. And what you do is you go out and buy 4 18650s, and you put them in here, like so, and that's it. And then these, and it only goes in one way, thankfully, which is good. And these can connect via your standard. Let me just make sure that is on there. Right. All right. Connects to your standard DC jack or USB. This charges your phone or whatever you want. And 4 18650s can charge your phone multiple times easily, or charge your iPad Pro. So, voila, simple, very straightforward, works great. Hope I didn't give you a seizure. Now, there is one thing about this battery pack that you might not have noticed, or maybe you did notice, right? Which is that this is a battery pack, it's not a charger. There's no charge circuitry inside here. There's no equivalent to this board inside here. So how do you charge these things? Well, it's pretty straightforward. And, you know, we just need more electronics, right? But good electronics, things that we can use, things that we can use for all kinds of different things. Like now I can charge my phone and I can do all kinds of stuff. So this is your standard Nitecore, what is this called? Nitecore new i4 Intellicharger. And as you might imagine, it can charge 18650s. Now this is not the greatest charger, right? It is okay. And I'm going to go ahead and just start the charging process right now and show you. But you can go ahead and just buy 18650s, buy these 18650 bike light / USB chargers, and use these as a replacement for your Terabad pink no-name generic lights, and have a much better experience and more reliable experience. Because I can tell you right now, when you're in the middle of the dark on a mountain bike trail and your light goes out, it's a big pain in the ass. And that's probably one of the main reasons why people spend so much money on expensive mountain bike lights, when in reality you just need to buy quality batteries, know how to charge them, and know how to put them in here. So that's pretty much it. These 18650s work well in here, and you go ahead and plug this in. Now I will say something, and that I'm really curious if I can get some feedback. Perhaps someone can leave me a comment or give me some more information. But so here's the problem with this charger in particular. So I don't know enough about chargers. There's a lot of crappy chargers out there that are basically the same no-name thing being rebranded. So this right here, you'll see all the different models on the back that it's compatible with. And I can't coordinate long enough here. Let me just unplug this and do this here. All right, so go ahead. All right, so compatible with, all these different types. Inputs, you can take AC or DC in. It has the AC and the DC right there, but it also has outputs, and it lists here, which is nice of them to do it, right? 1.5 amps times 1, 0.75 amps times 2, 0.5 amps times 2, or 0.375 amps times 4, meaning that it's only charging at 375 milliamps if you're charging 4 batteries at once. Now you can actually sequentially charge it. So this is intelligent enough. That's what they mean by an intelligent charger, right? This is intelligent enough that you can say, hey, I just want to charge this one, and then this one, and then this one, and this one. But I don't really fuck around with that. I just want to charge them, and I want to charge them fast. I would like it, if anyone knows of a better quality charger that has a higher amperage per battery and can do 4 or more batteries, let me know what your experiences have been. I'd be interested to know. But it's one of those things, like, this here has a fast charger. You have to have the correct USB plug for this to be charged at that rate, though. And it's also kind of difficult to know if you're actually getting that without a charge doctor or electronics, dongle that will tell you that information, because this doesn't tell you if it's in fast charger mode or not. And that would probably be the one thing I think they could improve, is like, let me know how fast this is charging, right? All right, so that's it. That's all I want to say. Hope this was informative for you, and whether you're going with your old school hipster kerosene bicycle lamp, your high-end nice commuter light, or your homemade bedongled crazy cheap Amazon 18650 beast, I hope you have a good ride. Thank you.